Do we have any bird watchers in the crowd? Where are my birders? Some of the birders just raising their hands. That's nice. Me. I don't want to be too loud because that scares off the birds. I've trained myself to be quiet. Yeah, well, you guys are a birding crowd. You're going to love this next bit. But South Africa, they got some amazing birds, man. They got sunbirds, hottie-daws, fork-tailed drongos. Oh, yeah, buddy. They got drongos. The best bird I saw there by far was a crowned eagle. A crowned eagle. It's as if God said, I see your bald eagle, and I raise you an eagle with a hat. Sidebar, God is not British. He's practicing for a play. He's gonna be Hamlet. That's a big role even for God. You need to rehearse. Okay, good. Yeah, we went on a safari, and our safari guide was also a birder. So for the entire length of the safari, we could talk about literally every single bird we saw along the way, which was great, just great. My wife's words exactly, just not in that tone. Yeah. Everyone always tells me, they say, Matt, shut up about the stupid birds. Tell us about the travel. Oh, if you've never gone from continent to continent with 2 children under the age of 5, I highly recommend it. It's 4 flights. The very first thing my 1-year-old said to us as soon as he sat down on the first flight was, all done. Yeah, there's no more terrifying words in the English language to hear your 1-year-old say before 36 hours of travel than all done. I'm trying to reason with him. I'm like, we are so far away from all done. Did you see that guy? He hasn't even sat down yet. You need to pace yourself. You have to wear masks at all times. And I was happy to do it, but it was an airline. There was no choice. Plus, we flew Lufthansa. They were a German airline, and they were being German about it. Let's just say that. They were walking around, okay, everybody, do you have your masks on? Masks on? Put your mask on. Here we go. Put your mask on. You can wear a mask or a parachute, your choice, okay? Joking, not joking. Whoopsie, there you go. They're walking around at nighttime shining flashlights in people's eyes. Just walking. Don't fiddle. I see you fiddling with the mask. I know what that means. That means you're taking it off or putting it on. Don't mess with Hans. Hans sees everything. You had to wear it at all times except while you were eating, that everyone could take off their mask at the exact same time. Feels like a flaw in the plan, doesn't it? You're telling me if it slips below my nose, I can be fined for this, but then suddenly at lunch, all the Germans go, okay, 3, 2, 1, everybody take them off. It's like, from people just chit-chatting like they're at a patio in the middle of summer. This brownie's pretty good. Be a bad time to verschluck, let me tell you right now. Thank you. You knew it was dangerous, too. You're there trying to enjoy your meal. All the Germans are in the front wearing hazmat suits. Don't go over there. You will die. Not right away, but a little bit later. And once we got home, we couldn't go straight home. No, we had to do that mandatory 3-day stopover at the government-sanctioned quarantine facility, otherwise known as a Hilton. My favorite part about this thing, as soon as it was introduced, Canadians collectively just lost their minds. They were like, how could they do this to us? It's like a prison. And I'm here to tell you, it was exactly like a prison. It was like one of those prisons you could order Uber Eats from. It was just like one of those fancy Uber Eats prisons you read about. And you couldn't even leave your room. Unless you asked, then you could leave your room, but then it was right back in your room. And just like a real prison, you had to stay there for 3 days. Unless your test came back early, then you could leave right away. But other than that, it was just like a prison. Like, what is wrong with us? Why can't we ever be honest? Why do we have to be so extreme? Why can't we ever just say the truth? It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. It was right smack dab in the middle of normal, everyday garbage. Yes, it was expensive, but they gave you food. Food was included with the pandemic package, and with the food came apples for some reason. Like so many apples. 6 apples every day. What, you guys? Listen, I have a 1-year-old who can't eat apples, a 4-year-old who won't eat apples. It is now up to my wife and I to finish a bushel of apples every single day. I get it, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but 6 apples a day is a burden, quite frankly. It's a burden to our family. And we don't know what to do with this orchard that's appearing on our doorstep in the morning. We were hucking them around the room by the end. We were playing a game, apple toss to make applesauce. What would you do? We tried complaining, went to the front desk. I'd like to speak with your manager. I'm assuming that's Granny Smith. Is Mr. McIntosh in? You put me on the phone with one of the pink ladies. These are all Apple brand names. Get on board now or don't. It is up to you. Is Mr. Fuji in? Or is he doing a cameo at the gala? Because that would be golden delicious. Those are the only ones I researched. Oh, thank you. I do deserve that clapping. By the end of it, it felt like some weird reality TV show we were in. It was like, welcome back to So You Think You Can Parent. Today we shove Matt and Sabrina Falk in a 200-square-foot hotel room, and we just keep bringing them apples. Let's see who snaps first. It was me. I remember I called down for the shuttle in that hotel. I was like, I'd like to request a shuttle for tomorrow morning. He said, wonderful. What time would you like the shuttle? I said, 7 a.m. He said, ooh, can't do that. No. See, our shuttles leave at 55s. So we can't do 7, but we can do 6:55 or 7:55. And I thought, out of those two, which one do you think that I want? All for the shuttle, they said. It'll be easy, they said. Yeah, everything's easy, but nothing is simple. Have you noticed that? Yeah. With all of our ease, we've lost simplicity. Case in point, or case and point, I don't know, and I'm not going to look into it. Case, point. My wife and I recently bought a mattress online, and it showed up in a little box. It was like a magic trick. I was like, where's the mattress? They're like, it's in the box. I'm like, there's no way it's in the box. They're like, oh, it's in the box. Brought it upstairs, opened it up. It sprang forth from nothing. We gave our son the box. He immediately turned it into a bus. I was so confident that this mattress was gonna be comfortable. I took our old mattress and I threw it in the basement, like with conviction, too. I felt like an evil king from a medieval movie. I was like, you are henceforth banished from the kingdom of the bedroom. You shall live out the remainder of your days in the dungeons of this basement, only to be used as a trampoline for our 2 sons or as a guest bed for people we don't like. We slept on it, woke up the next morning with a tremendous amount of back pain, realized we'd made a terrible mistake. Because, children, as it turns out, the technology you need to make a mattress fit in a box and the technology you need to make a mattress comfortable are not the same pieces of technology. I should have known it had to come to life like a sponge toy you get when you were a kid, where you put it in water, it turns into a dinosaur, except at least back then you wait a little bit, you get a Spinosaurus. Now I just get a mattress that makes my Spinosaurus. Yeah! I wasn't worried though. They had a very easy return policy. Money back guarantee, no questions asked. I emailed them right away. I'd like to return the mattress. They said, what seems to be the problem with it? And I don't want to get hung up on semantics, but that feels like a question asked. Happy to answer. I said, it's garbage, I hate it, I want my money back. I did not say that. Therein lies my dilemma. I'm a Mennonite. I was very nice to this person. I'm pretty sure I apologized. Because as a pacifist, I don't want to fight this guy, but I also have no problem making fun of him on stage. I think that's called pacifist aggressive. So I told him, I said what the reason for the mattress return was, and he said, well, how about instead of giving you your money back, we sent you a complimentary mattress topper. I'm like, ooh, does it show up in a little Ziploc bag? Not interested. So I was like, no, I just want my money back. And he's like, fine, but we can't actually pick it up from you. I was like, why not? He's like, you live too far away. I'm like, you were just here. That was you yesterday with the magic show. Yes? He's like, yes, but we can't do it. It doesn't work that way. I'm like, whatever. I'm like, what are we gonna do? He's like, we're gonna send it to a charity. I'm like, fine. He's like, do you know any good charities? And I'm happy to answer, but now it's like, I work for you. I'm in your research department. This is a part-time job of questions asked now. So I Googled it. I told him there's a charity nearby who needs mattresses actually right now. And he was like, this is great work, man. I think you're really gonna fly through this internship. And then he says, and I swear, he goes, could you bring it to them? And this is where I kind of lost it. Because if I had the ability to transport a mattress from one location to another location, I would not have bought a mattress online. I would have bought one at the Brick like an adult during their 6-month-long Boxing Day sale. But the point of this story is to say this. While I was stressed out of my mind, my son was having fun playing with the box. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the key to everything. Living in the moment. Kids know it, but somewhere along the line, we forget it, which shouldn't surprise us because we forget everything the older we get. We forget our age, which is shocking because that's like the first thing you think about when you're a kid. You're like, I'm up, I'm hungry, I'm 4.5, right? But even in your 30s, it starts to slip. Someone asked me the other day, Matt, how old are you now? And I was like, I'm 33. What's with that pause? In your 40s, I notice you get it wrong and you correct yourself. So you're like, I'm 43. No, 44. In your 50s and 60s, you get it wrong and your kids correct you. I'm 62. You're 66, Mom. Am I? My, how time flies. In your 70s and 80s, you get it wrong, but no one else remembers anyway. I'm 88. Is she? I don't know. Happy birthday, Graham. It's her birthday every week. Have you noticed that?